Good morning, students. We'll continue with the chapter. So, we will have a recap of this chapter. We already discussed the causes for the land degradation. What were the causes for the land degradation? The main reason is that waste material which is dumped from the industries, and over irrigation is another reason for land degradation because it increases salinity and alkalinity in the soil, and overgrazing is by animals, and deforestation is another reason, and wastewater from the industrial units also pollute the land. It goes for the soil pollution, and as in 21st century manufacturing industries or factories are increased, and the mineral processing like grinding of limestone and cement industry, that goes for the pollution in the atmosphere, and it creates a lot of dust in the atmosphere, and it settle down when in the rainy season. So these were some of the causes for the land degradation. Now, how do we conserve the land resources? So just opposite of the land degradation. So here we need to prevent the soil erosion. How do we prevent the soil erosion? It can be prevented by ending deforestation. That means by through afforestation, controlling grazing, encouraging afforestation, or practicing terrace farming in the hilly region, and also in the coastal region, shelter belts of plants, and stabilizing of sand dunes by growing thorny bushes. In the desert region, wind causes for blowing away the soil from sand from one place to another place, and it goes for the degradation in the desert. And mining activities to be controlled, and to control the mining activities, the government should take the initiative, and government should take the strictest strategies or the methods to control the industries, not to dump the waste on the rivers and land. That industrial waste should be chemically treated to remove the harmful substances, and over irrigation should be stopped. Over irrigation is one of the main reason for land degradation, especially where the modern farming methods have been used like Punjab, Haryana, UP and all, and it should be stopped, and new method of irrigation should be followed. So these are the main methods of land conservation. Next, we will study soil as a resource. How soil is formed, or what is soil? The uppermost layer of the earth's crust, which is loose, broken, and useful for plants, is called soil. And it consists sand, clay, and organic matter such as humus, bacteria, and earthworms. And how the soil is formed? Soil is formed mainly due to the process of weathering. As a result of weathering, a layer of loose rock materials is formed on land surface. And if this layer remains undisturbed for a long period of time, chemical, physical, and organic changes take place in it. And these changes lead to the formation of soil. And what are the other factors that influence the soil formation? As we already discussed, that is climate, topography, nature of parent rock, and vegetation. Next topic that we have to study is types of soil that found in India. There are six types of soil: alluvial soil, red soil, black soil, laterite soil, desert soil, and mountain soil or forest soil. And the first is alluvial soil. And alluvial soil is the most fertile soil found in India, and it is widespread soil. In majority part of India, we find that alluvial soil. And why it is so fertile? Because It is formed due to the deposition of fine silt called alluvium by the rivers. And it is a composition of silt, sand, and clay. And alluvial soil formed with the due to the deposition of the rivers. That's why it is more fertile. Where alluvial soil has been found, it is found in the northern plains, Gujarat plains, and the coastal plains. The alluvial soil divided into Kadar and Bangar. Kadar is new alluvium and Bangar is old alluvium. And what are the nutrients the alluvial soil consists of? It contains soil nutrients such as potash, phosphoric acid, and lime. And what are the crops which grow suitable for the growth of crops? The soil is suitable for the growth of crops like as sugarcane, rice, wheat, and pulses. So these are the features of alluvial soil. What are the difference between Kadar and Bankar? Bankar is the largest part of northern plain and it is composed of oldest alluvial soil and they lie above the plains and they resemble the terraces and it is locally known as Kankar and it is composed of calcareous deposits. Now, what are the features of Kadar? And the footplains formed by younger alluvium are called Kadar and this soil in this region renewed every year and it is highly fertile and uh, the region where Kadar soil is found is uh, very suitable for intensive agricultural activities. And the next category is black soil. Do you remember which crop grows in black soil? It is cotton, where it has been found in the plateau region. And black soil is also known as regur soil. What is the meaning of regur? Regur means cotton, and it is best soil for cotton cultivation. And most of the Deccan Plateau region occupied by black soil. And what are the features? It is sticky when it is wet, and it has a capacity to retain water for a long time. And there make cracks when it dries. And self-ploughing is a characteristic of the black soil as it does develop wide cracks when dried. And before starting the cultivation in the black soil, and when it is slightly wet, we have to plough. What are the nutrients found? It is rich in iron, lime, calcium, potassium, aluminium, and magnesium. But it is deficient in nitrogen, phosphorus, and organic matter. As its name, its color is black, deep black to light black. Where it has been found, we already said that is, it is mainly found in the Deccan Trap regions of Maharashtra, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, and Chhattisgarh. So these are the features of the black soil, which is also known as regur soil. And the next is a red soil. A red soil is mainly found in low rainfall area and it is porous and friable structure. And there is an absence of line and kangar nodules in the red soil. It is red in color. Why it is red in color? What makes the soil red? That is due to the diffusion of iron in crystalline and metamorphic rocks. And the lower layer is reddish yellow or yellow. And what is the texture of the soil? It is sandy to clay or loamy. And which are the crops suitable to grow in the soil? Wheat, cotton, pulses, tobacco, oil seeds, potato, etc. are cultivated in the soil. And the states in which the soil has been found, that is Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, Orissa, Chhattisgarh, and Jharkhand. So these are the features of the red soil. And next is laterite soil. The term later, which means brick, it's or derived from a Latin word later, and it becomes so soft when wet and so hard when dried. And it is this laterite soil found in the areas of high temperature and high rainfall. And laterite soil formed as a result of high leaching due to the rainfall. That means during the rainfall, the organic matter of the soil will be removed fast by the bacteria, as it is high temperature, and humus will be taken quickly by the trees and other plants. The upper layer of the soil is washed away with the removed with the rainwater. Laterite soil is rich in iron and aluminium, but it deficient in nitrogen, potassium, and lime and humus. Why it is deficient in humus? Because the upper layer of the soil is removed or washed away. The color of this laterite soil is red color due to the iron oxide. And the crops grow in this soil are rice, ragi, sugarcane, and cashew nuts are cultivated mainly. Again, this is good for the cultivation of tea, coffee, and cashew nut. And laterite soil mainly found in Kerala, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Madhya Pradesh, Orissa, and Assam. And next is arid soil. What is meant by arid?